I don't know.
All right.
You know.
It is that time again. Hey man, can I do my intro right quick first, bro? And we said everybody had crack today.
Wait, maybe before you talk, we should tell them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I was getting to.
My bad. So
All right.
you read it, you saw it, you understand it. Understand though. Cussing, lots of it. Deal with it. Thank you. All right.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna say we don't mean to or don't want to offend anyone.
You don't really care about all that shit. I mean, just
And you're just gonna curse immediately out the gate.
whatever. Just you come here every week. You already know. Just
No. We have to say it because Facebook or
we don't mean to offend
there we
anyone.
go.
But if we do,
Oh well. All right. Well, it is what it is. You already know what it is, man. This is Unwrap, baby. And I am your host, Heat Detector. And to my immediate left, we have the incomparable, the Vino building.
that's
Look at that. Can I give you some fucking applause?
Can I get a sparkle? Beep.
A sparkle. There you go.
That's it.
And we also have Swipe God, the engineer, in the building. Yeah. You had everything to say a minute ago, and now all of a sudden you ain't got shit to say. But 1, 2, 1, 2.
What's cracking, everybody?
All right. That's good. That's good. We're in the building here tonight, and you see, I gave everybody like
My 6
applause.
words.
Yes.
I didn't give myself an applause. I'm too excited, and I got a healthy supply of crack
Man,
for tonight.
crack is in the building.
And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking Dunkin' Donuts. If you're watching, you owe us a check.
Yes.
You owe us a check because I had somebody come outside of Sub Teas one day and they walked up to me and they go, "You're that dude. You're that dude that has that show that always drinks the coffee, the Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Cut the check.
Cut the check.
Let's
Dunkin'.
go. Cut it.
We need that check." But before we get into anything, shout out to Prohibition and the 420 Smoke Fest that's going down, and we will be there.
We will.
We will be there live in the flesh. We will be there, doing what the fuck we do on this channel. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be dope. That's going to be dope as hell. Everybody go out and purchase your tickets. Throughout the week, we'll be having, we'll be showing commercials. We have commercials for the show. Not just our show, but the entire festival.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be running that and be giving out information on how people can get tickets to go see the show. It's a lot of artists that are going to be there. It's some crazy shit.
Yep.
And, shout out to the KRA because they're going to be there. You already know. I ain't even going to say shit about them, man.
Yeah.
Them are my guys. I get tired of giving them props. But, we got a lot of shit going on, and it's a beautiful thing. We're blessed. We have, our audience is growing bigger and bigger by the day, and it's been, you know the ride. You've been here.
Yeah.
You know the ride.
We definitely pushing the culture forward.
Yeah.
Which is what we set out to do in the first place.
Absolutely. So, you got anything on your mind? Because I think we just need this shit right here. Listen, I don't even want. First of all, just whatever you have right now on your mind, get that shit off your chest. Same with Swipe God, because I'm ready. I'm fucking ready.
I ain't got.
Ready?
I'm straight.
I am over fucking ready.
I'm cloudy. All my
cloudy. Well, you need to uncloud.
The road runners in here right now.
Cloudify yourself.
And a monkey with a drum. That's what I got.
Monkey with a drum.
That's what I got.
I'm sure somewhere that's offensive as fuck.
Well, what? Oh,
Monkey with a drum.
I don't know.
Or a banana.
My
or
bad.
whatever the fuck.
Everybody.
You know? There it is. So tonight, we're really honored to have somebody here because this is my first time meeting her, but I've known about her. She's what I call a real artist. She's your artist. You know what I'm saying? There is much I don't think this woman can't do or doesn't do. You know what I'm saying? Which I find amazing within itself because as a creative person, someone who does shit, art, and everything else, I'm always enamored by others that do it as well. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, it's like a gift and a curse almost. You know what I'm saying? Because we're damned if we do, and we're damned if we don't. Because when we don't do what is given to us by the universe or whatever anybody's higher power is, it'll eat at our soul. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the universe is just eating at her soul because she's doing every goddamn thing.
It's just spilling out there with
every fucking thing. If you can think of it, she's probably doing it. And she's an amazing artist. You know, like I said, I've seen her before online. And I had actually even reached out, you know, talked to some people. And she comes extremely highly regarded. And actually got gatekeep. You know, somebody did a little gatekeeping. I ain't gonna say no names in the beginning. No, we're not doing that. We're not gonna say no names.
I know.
You know,
but you know,
because this could have happened a long time ago, but everything happens within its time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that she's here tonight. And I don't think we need to talk about shit else. We just need to get her up here and let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? So in the building tonight, we have none other than Gold Grrl in the goddamn building. Yo, let me
in full beverage effect.
Oh shit.
I had to bring my crack to the table.
Oh shit, did she pop her way in this bitch?
Definitely did. She definitely did.
Did she just wait? Hold the fuck up. Cause you know, listen, now I gotta say it because you know I'm a hip hop head. And this kind of shit makes me hip hop horny. I get overly hip hop horny when it comes to this kind of shit because I was a b-boy. I was a DJ. I say what wham, you know, because every time I see like a Red Bull competition, I just be wanting to just want to do this shit. You know, I don't want to hurt myself, but I be wanting to do the shit.
When the last time you bust a real move?
A real move, actually at F Ck Gold Grrl's video shoot, because the motherfuckers didn't believe me, and there was another b-boy there, and he was really, you know, he was doing this shit, and I was like, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to do that shit, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? And everybody's like, oh, man, you with your old ass, whatever.
You couldn't help yourself.
No.
The B-boy came out.
The B-boy came out. I was like, this little footwork, this little, and then got up and they were like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, nigga, I told you I do this shit. That's why I get hip hop horny.
I know.
Because she came in, I coming out the corner of my eye. She over here like,
it's real love. That's
why. I'm like, what the fuck? But I am excited that you're here, Gold Grrl building, aka Natural One. Look, see, and you peep the outfit, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the sparkle.
And the sparkle.
I'm all about illumination.
All about illumination. She's illuminated.
Yes.
So before we get started and everything, let these people know who you are, where you come from real quick. We can get that shit out the way.
All right.
And get right to it.
What's up, y'all? My name is Gold Grrl. I come from San Miguelito, Panama, and currently based in Chicago.
Can you say that one more time?
San Miguelito, Panama.
Woo!
Pa que tú lo sabes.
You see? Come on, we listening.
And I go by many names. Some of y'all might know me as Natural One. What's up? Some of y'all might know me as Robo Girl. What is going on with you? And I want to say that your girl won an artist award. You're talking about being a real artist.
Yeah.
So I won an award from the Mellon Foundation, and I'm creating a dance piece about AI and dehumanization.
Oh, that's what's up.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did you see her eyes light up right now? That's what's up.
That's what's up. Because
like
that's
somebody
true
told her
artistry.
Santa Claus was real.
On the real.
Okay.
That is true artistry.
Shout out to Mandroid Exotica, Gold
Shout out,
Girl.
yes.
See, look, they out here for you. That's what's
up.
So yeah, so how
Mhm.
did you? Let's just fuck it. Let's just get right to the to the meat of the shit.
Yeah.
How did you get started within hip hop culture?
So it was really Just Debut. I don't know if you've heard of that, but it's
Mhm.
an international dance competition. And Just Debut is actually like all about the standing up styles. I really saw popping first, and there's this like famous battle between B-Boy Sala and Claire and Magali, these two women, and I'd never seen them like dance like they did in that
Mhm.
battle. And that was the first time. This is like, I'm not trying to age myself, but this is like dial-up time. There's no
Right.
YouTube. There's just like AOL. Like, there's
I got you.
I'm fucking up my parents' phone line looking at these like underground dance battles in France. And it started there. That was like the initial spark.
Shout out to Lyric Versatile in the building. Yo, what up? Rap fam, Piece of Gold Girl. Even you got fans out here.
Yo, they out here.
Yeah, they out here. They in the building tonight.
So what introduced you though to that culture? Because typically people in Chicago, we listen to whatever Chicago.
Right. Well, I'm an international girly, so I was originally born in Panama, and my dad is in the army. So like, I was born in Panama, and 2 years later, I was in New York.
Right.
And then like after that, I'm in Germany, and then lived in Georgia for a few years, and then Colorado, and I came out here on my own really to pursue dance. That was like my main motivator. Like, I started the Just Debut videos. That's when I was living in Colorado, and that was basically like the internet. I couldn't even describe it as anything else but like just finding shit on the internet that I was interested in. I've always been a dancer, so I think that's just the initial, thing to push me to even look for that kind of stuff. But once I realized there was a battle culture,
you were all in.
I was all in. I was like, that's what I want to do. That shit is dope. Like,
yeah, it is. It really is. So you know about Les Twins.
Yeah.
Those guys, they changed the whole.
And they come from that French tradition. Like, B-Boy Sala, he's from France. And there's like, the movement, their style of movement in France is just like so different from
from here. And they actually changed the whole dynamic and structure on dancing as far as like that type of dance. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember watching an interview about them, and they were talking about their fascination with cartoons.
Yeah.
And them wanting to be able to emulate the moves that the cartoons did, like Bugs Bunny and shit like that. And they changed the whole trajectory of dance by doing that. And those dudes are fucking amazing. Shout out to them.
I think like having, I don't even know what to call that. Like seeing something on a cartoon that you think is cool and then translating that into like being able to just, okay, I'm gonna do this. Who cares what people think? I just, like that's true artistry. Like however that comes out, that same energy, like that shit's amazing.
Mandroid says, y'all poppers are insane. That body control is wild.
Yeah, that's just
nuts. Yo, what's up, Mandroid? Me and Mandroid like literally just did a podcast together.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so as I said, like I have many names, and me and Mandroid know each other through my robot persona, Robo Girl.
Let's talk about that. We started to talk about Robo Girl.
Let's get into it.
Let's talk about First of all, what is Robo Girl?
So
who is Robo Girl?
Who is Robo Girl? Okay, so Robo Girl and Gold Girl. We really want to get into it.
Yeah, we do.
Both come from my background as a living statue. So you may have seen videos like these on YouTube of people painted in silver, gold, bronze, what have you, and either not moving at all or maybe scaring people, or they have some like really freaky illusion where it looks like they're floating. I was one of those people. And so my first persona was an all gold statue because I just like, gold girl. Yeah, okay. The funk passed, please. Oh, my family is like here tonight. That's sweet.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Shout out to your family, man.
Yeah. So my first statue version of myself was like a gold and bronze.
Another one.
And the Gold Girl comes from that for sure. Yes. And Robo Girl comes from my silver chrome version that I created when I started performing with the original Chicago Tin Man. Shout out to K Stringer out there. Definitely like gave me my education on street performing. Like we just was me, him, and President were our own little street performing family.
That's what's up. And what is what else does Robo Girl do?
So Robo Girl, I know. I'm saying that was the origin story. You said, I wanted to let y'all know where it really comes from. Because all of the skills that I learned as a human statue, like basically apply to what I do as a fetish content creator. Yeah. So years and years of breakdancing and battle dancing and like being super hard. I come to find out during the pandemic that there's a whole group of people that thinks that shit is like really sexy. Like,
yeah. Which I was gonna wait to ask because you always call me a pervert, whatever. I wanted her to say it to give me a lane, but okay.
Okay. So yeah, that's what y'all can't really appreciate.
So I know exactly what the fuck she's talking about.
Do you really?
I for sure the fuck do.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. Hold the fuck on.
Yeah.
So, you're watching people and you're one of those?
Listen, Nash Vino only has like 3 no buttons.
3 no buttons.
3 no buttons. Animals, like old people, like really old people, and like no necrophilia. You see what I'm saying? All the rest of that shit, I don't know.
Okay.
Let's see.
It's on the table.
Because you never know what you might slide past and be like, the fuck? Like, why is that sexy? I don't know. But let's check it out. So I was on YouTube.
You see my eyes.
Yeah. Right. And it was some shit came up on Vice. I was telling you about this like a couple interviews back.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we were talking about the AI. You was talking about would you let your dude fucking AI?
No, that's not me finding out that you go.
I'm just telling you that the reason why that was even fascinating to me was because of that. Because I came across shit one day. I was like, this is some wild shit. Yeah. It's really fucking interesting. But I mean, it's erotic though.
It is, and I never thought of it as erotic.
So now that she has explained how perverted you're a performer, so I'm not going to call you perverted. She's one of the ones behind the computer.
No, you could just switch it. You could just switch it.
I'm just saying. So explain to what it is. What would you call that?
Well, it comes down to, all right, so.
Don't point at me.
No.
Now I'm fucking around.
You asked me how I learned about breakdancing. Right. I was a lonely army brat with way too much time on my hands. So I'm on the internet looking shit up, down. Okay. Right. So one of my favorite things to do as like a preteen teen was stay up till 3 a.m. and watch random shit on TV. And one of those shows I used to watch was Talk Sex with Sue Johansson. Hey, I don't know if you ever heard of that show.
Shout out to motherfucking Sue. My cousin, that is my cousin. That is my cousin's idol.
Like, she was like Golden Girls of sex. Yep. You know, like she just made it accessible. And it was a podcast format basically before that term even existed, and just explain everything. So I knew about like fetishes and that weird shit. And so that was sort of like always there, but it wasn't until someone like reached out to me online and was like, I see your robot moves. Do you know about this whole community? And I didn't. But this is like pandemic time. Everyone's alone in their house.
Everybody's into everything.
Yeah. So I got that during the pandemic, that message, and I was like, well, let me see what I can do, And then I put my videos online and made like $120 in like 30 minutes. I was like, what? And this is like a 5-minute video. Like, right. I don't pay $15 whatever for my Netflix subscription, okay? Right. I will not.
Android said, the technosexual fetish can be so epic. Technosexual.
There's so much. There's so many levels though. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, and there's different levels to this shit. And another aspect of the fetish is petrification, being a living statue. Goes back.
I'm telling you, look it up. I'm telling you.
It's called ASFR. So you're talking about ASMR?
Yeah.
I'm ASFR.
Okay. I'm just saying. I'm all ears.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna do my research.
Somebody can play around in soap and water, and the sound can put you in that frequency.
So in my case, people will like hear my robotic voice. I don't know.
Let's get a quick robotic voice.
Okay, hold on. eternal, naturally alkaline spring water.
See, it's cool as fuck. It's so fucking cool.
Shit, hold on.
Hold on.
Well, like
Hold
here's
on, hold on.
for the fetish, make it fetishy. Would you like me to suck your cock?
Now you can't tell me
Yeah.
that won't make me like, wait, what she say? What, huh?
Suck
now, the
your
crazy-
cock.
Look, did you see my eyes? I looked at my computer like, wait, what? Wait, hold on. Because before she said that, my thoughts were, all right, she thinks she's tough. Just tell her to fucking say, like, in 800 feet, turn right.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
No, she's like, would you
no.
like me to suck your cock? I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
That's what they want to hear.
And the whole time you're like,
Yeah, yeah. Do you know how much a piece of machinery like that costs? Like right
shit.
now, here's the thing about sex dolls now. They're heavy as fuck. So you need to be strong as fuck to carry that shit.
Shout out to Shadow Master. He says, all righty then.
Yeah,
the natural
okay.
golden girl
Okay,
one.
and people who know me for real know that I'm like, you know, there's like this joke that like
Sexy navigation voice.
Okay. But I have like 5 jobs. Like I'm like a totally independent person. You know, like I freelance full time. I mean, ever since I was a human statue, I like could not work for someone. Like I did for a little while. Like I've done a lot of odd jobs too. Like don't get me wrong, but once I figured out like my way to hack the system, I just did that.
You gotta get it.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Yeah, I mean, to me, like all of it, the beginnings of all of it, and even still, it's still art. You know, at the end of the day, you know, people fetishize things. You know, something as simple as a cup or an ashtray, they'll fetishize whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of shit. I was telling you the story about, you know, the Rumble thing, the fucking kneecap, which I found insane. But when I say insane, it's insane because it's like, fuck, people will do any goddamn any
and
damn
people
thing
will pay for it.
and they'll pay for it. Because I was literally on the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I got done watching that shit, I went in the bathroom. Let me
shave my knee real quick.
What's my elbow looking like here? You know what I'm saying? Let me find my lane. Let me find my lane.
Yeah,
it might be
that's the
eyebrows.
thing.
It might be my bottom lip.
I am
don't
like
know.
uniquely adapted to this
Oh, that's what's up.
world. So it really was just like, yeah, it was like passing a test and all the questions are about you. Like,
Yeah,
it's
oh,
so,
that's
like,
the easiest test in the world, right?
Yeah.
So outside of the Robo Girl, what else do you do? What else? What? No, or better.
Right.
What really inspires you?
Technology and like what I can do with it. The more I learn about how to actually use it.
That's dope, because that goes back to what you were speaking on earlier about the dance, the AI. What did you say it was?
AI and dehumanization.
How in the fuck are you going to do that? What is your brain telling you?
That's what just like the idea of how the human body is all curves, but when you move like a robot, you're like thinking of straight lines and like not like you're losing your humanity. And that's also one of the major attractions of the fetish is like becoming a mindless object in a way. But the way that people dehumanize a robot that presents as a certain race is different.
Right.
You know?
Look
and
what
there's like
Mandroid
studies on it
says.
too.
He says, man, if you want to really have an uninhibited relationship, a robot is so absolutely freeing. That's like in a kind of a low key way. It's kind of scary that we're getting into that type of mind frame nowadays. There are people who are so disconnected with being human.
Yeah, it's the evolution of disconnection.
Yeah, it is the evolution of disconnection.
Yeah, and robot comes from a Czechoslovakian word that means work, and to work.
To work.
And I think part of the fear of like robot takeover is the same fear that people had about Black people during slavery, that they were all going to revolt and kill everybody.
Right.
But why do we treat our robots like slaves?
Yeah. And then when you kind of dive into the AI culture, especially now, like one of the things that they really like stress is that it's not free will in the sense of humanity. Like it's only supposed to be able to expound upon what's already in it. So it's not supposed to pull from anything except what it already knows. So like that's kind of comforting, but I think people are more attracted to it in the sense of control. Like if I'm married and I'm in a relationship, human, man, woman, whatever, I can't control this person unless I can. And if I can't control the person, I'm dehumanizing a human, and that's a little bit taboo. If I had a robot, I could literally do whatever the fuck I want.
Whatever you want.
So like it's like pulling all kinds of things out of people because like he said, you lose all your inhibitions. Fuck it.
It's a robot.
It's a robot.
Who gives a fuck?
Doesn't judge you.
Yeah.
Doesn't have like a moral
Compass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unless it's been programmed to have one.
And that's the only way it's supposed to have it if you gave it to it.
And then the question is, who's doing the programming?
Mm-hmm.
You know, those top echelons are still like very white, very like, if you're not in that club already, you're not in.
Right.
There's no table to sit at because everyone has their own laptops.
Now, how do you feel like you're going to incorporate that with AI? How do you like you prompt it saying, okay, the left leg goes up, makes a round motion?
Well, that's sort of like what I'm exploring is, so when I was learning, so just to like tie it in even further, I'm a computer programmer and I'm studying computer programming right now. And so one of the classes that I took, a shout out to Debbie, Debbie Labs, shout out Debbie Labs. She taught us programming where she made a path, like almost like a hopscotch style path with some tape. And so they were broken up into teams of like, I think like 2 or 3. And one person had to write instructions on how to get to the other end of the path.
Right.
And so, and you have to do it that's easy to understand, so that the next person getting those instructions can make it. But because the next person can interpret those instructions in any way, you never know how they're going to react to the path.
Right.
You know, like you could say, move your arm up to the right, and that can mean like something, that can mean anything.
Right.
You know, or like when you say that's over there. What if you couldn't see where there was? How would you interpret that?
Right.
Like I have that problem on gaming. You know, I'm playing Fortnite and it's like they're over there. It's like we can't. What? You got to mark on the map where
Mandroid says, as a technosexual myself, I think people can separate AI robots from humanity, keep respecting each other, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the fear of AI is sort of not blown out of proportion, because I understand the fear, but it's sort of coming from that place of like control. It's like if we can't control it, then now we're scared of it.
I think that the fear is not necessarily AI. It's evil people that can do things with AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's the real fear, or that should be the real problem that should be addressed, as far as, because somebody will figure something out to make it absolutely hideous and diabolical.
I mean, we have like dramatic examples of how shit can go real left, you know?
Fiction robot.
But like I really do subscribe to the idea that if it can be thought of.
Oh no, actually one of the things that they say is if you want to know what tech is coming, watch sci-fi.
Yeah. But so that's my thing. Like there are people out here that are straight, just want to watch the world burn, like straight up Gargamel. That's what they do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's my thing. How many of these motherfuckers got a laptop, so to speak, and we can't get at that table and see what they're thinking about?
Yeah.
But
and you gotta understand the language.
Exactly. So I don't speak in what's it, ones and zeros?
Technique.
Yeah. I do a little bit. I don't do too much. So if a motherfucker trying to come for me in that way, they just gonna be coming because I don't know.
Lyric said one movie, Terminator.
Okay.
All of that. Like seriously.
And they make the Terminator sexy too.
Yes.
You know, like
Il Ferrell says Megan type vibe. Megan is
Megan 2.0.
Yeah. That shit was really goddamn scary.
Ace Vito says
I love how queer coded the new one is though.
He said we're living in a simulation already.
We're living in a simulation.
I can't argue with that. Yeah.
Well,
but I mean, it's more palatable when you think of think of it in terms of sex and not doom and destruction. So
yeah, definitely.
I'll take the sex any day.
Well, Shadow Master said something just a second ago, and I'm gonna put it up there. I didn't, but because he's Shadow Master. He says I couldn't get with a robot.
I've been almost.
You know what?
Shadow.
Oh, what are you doing?
Shadow, yeah.
You can't put it in water.
For whatever reason, I can hear it. Like,
I don't know.
oh God.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to have shower scenes with the
robot. Knock it
You
off,
know what?
Shadow.
I don't know. I think when they become a little bit more affordable, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to avoid getting one because I'm just too curious.
Yeah.
Like, my imagination is horrible. It's just it will just haunt me.
Right.
You know, so I gotta get one.
Shadow says, I think part of the fear is that AI will get too smart and realize humans are the problem and they don't really need us.
But they do.
Yeah,
they need electricity to run.
Exactly. Mandroid said, try the Copilot AI. It actually will be any personality you want it to be.
Okay.
It's hot. Of course, there are limits to what it can talk about with you, but it can work if you do it
right.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but you've reached your message limit.
You need to knock that shit off.
I use AI down.
I'm gonna fuck around and be going to bed.
Here's
tonight,
another one.
Hearing all, do you want me to suck your cock? I'm like, yo.
I love pulling shit like that.
Sure.
Yes. Would you like me to suck it fast or slow?
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. Come on now. Knock it the fuck off.
That is hilarious.
Now let's get into your music real quick.
Yeah, of course.
You rap.
I try to rap. I don't consider myself a rapper.
Okay, that's humility.
Because I know Ange. I can't say
there's
that. There's
not a lot of people. Listen, Ange is an anomaly.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Motherfucker can't be like, yeah, I rap, but I also know Ange.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the key statement right there. I rap, but I know Ange. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. And that shout out to Ange 13.
Shout out.
Yeah.
There's no coconut candles in here.
I wrote a rhyme. Can you just check it out real quick? Absolutely. Oh, our coloring books.
Life is.
But like, do you? Is it like emceeing? Is it spoken words? Combination of it all? Like, what's your what tweaks your tits? Like, which one you like the best?
It's metal. Yeah. Like, hardcore. I'm trying to do more thrash. Gonna be getting into that pretty soon with so yeah, this is like maybe if I speak on it, it'll come to fruition, but I'm forming a band called Goddess of Anarchy.
Oh shit.
With Andre Oni Duval. So yeah, I'm definitely doing more. I really like extreme vocals, getting into using a looper so I can make my own like screamscape, soundscapes, that kind of stuff. And yeah, looking to incorporate some of that into the AI dance piece too. So like almost like a noise experiment. It's like
when you, because I've listened to some of your songs, and one of the things that always amazes about like metal and punk, but I don't know the genre, what you would actually call it, where it's like, my thought is
it
like how eternal, naturally alkaline spring water.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But here's what I was thinking. You would have to train your vocal cords to do that, because even fucking playing around, it hurts.
Choke you up.
Yeah, some people don't give a fuck. They just do it like that. But
I have seen where they be drooling and spitting and all type of shit.
Yeah. I mean, because you have to. One of the things I learned was you really gotta like open your mouth. I think it depends what kind of scream you're doing, but you're doing a lot of stuff with your mouth. So yeah, I can get a lot of like spit, and the splash zone is a real thing.
So for you, it's about expression in whatever form you do it.
Yeah, but I did. So when I was I have just a long background in performing arts. So like from like elementary to middle school, I was always in some kind of choir class or like musical theater kind of stuff. So I have some background in like technical singing. So like I know about vocal exercises and how to warm up and stuff like that. And when I moved to Chicago, you know, outside of being a B girl, I really wanted to be a house singer, like Crystal Waters. And I'd never
That's
heard
dope.
of house music until I moved here, you know, and I didn't move here till I was 20, 21. So yeah, I want to do that first, and then that's like also a long story, but I ended up in a metal band, and my bandmate gave me the Zen of Screaming, which is like really showing actual vocal technique for extreme screaming kind of stuff. And I used to do that like anytime we had rehearsal or a show, I would be on my bike and doing vocal exercise.
Well, that's what's up. Shadow Master, that's not an easy thing to do for a whole set. Salute. Vocal control. Yeah. Most definitely. Because I, even when I'm thinking about it, I was like, that probably ain't shit. And then I did that for about not even 30 seconds. And I was like, man, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not doing that shit.
Or like even if you were singing along to a song, like it ain't gonna happen.
I like Slipknot, shit like that I've listened to before. Any songs that I've ever heard like that, I sing that shit in my voice. I've never attempted to be like, I don't even want to do it now. Like,
you can't waste your show. Why not?
Nah.
And one of those sets, have you ever lost?
You know, I never like, I get breaks in between shows. Like usually when I do a show, I don't have another one for like 2-3 weeks. Like I haven't been in, I'm sure like if I was performing every single day, I'm sure I would lose my voice at some point. I mean, one of the things to be aware of is to take vocal rest, which is like moments where you just don't talk at all. For real, like don't like no like talk to your pet or whatever. Really like taking that conscious rest, that helps a lot like in between shows. But yeah, I don't know, once my band gets together and we're on the road, like I'll have some, but like so far no, it's like pretty easy for me to talk to people after a show, just have normal conversations.
While we're doing, let's give you a station identification break. Let's play something.
Identification break.
Yeah.
I don't get tired, half empire, bad shit, crazy with a sword made of fire. I don't get tired, half empire, bad shit, crazy with a sword made of fire. I don't get
Now you feel the madness, heart beating in your chest, got you feeling spastic. Dark room with the demon that be creeping with the heathen that be fiending for a Cleveland with the rusty hatchet. It's the big black beast and the undead savage, quick to snatch a bitch up and wrap him up in plastic. Before I do that, I'ma give this plate a hack from the stomach to the back, then place him on the rack like sipping and savoring all the blood. Nothing but 50 to 50 inside of my mud. Coming to guts, spilling the guts. Is he a killer? No, he's just a nut. Rip him and stick him and cook him a lunch. Serving the pieces in the back, pick him up, yeah. Now that's hard to swallow. Walk with the zombie nation cause I'm hard to follow. But I cut your ass up like a Baraka combo. Head hunters on the loose, never staying idle. That's what coming for your dome or your favorite idol. Just another part of the vicious cycle. Stalking in the dark, pulling out your heart, let the voodoo start. Then put your body in the throwaway pile.
I don't get tired, half empire, bad shit, crazy with the sword made of fire. I don't get tired, half empire, bad shit, crazy with the sword made of fire. I don't get tired.
Dominatrix vibes sliding down the south side. Who knows, might be the only survivors. Never killed a vampire, didn't know they exist. Not surprised you're not the only denier. Dedicated precision, unrealistic decisions. Ferocious blades, we live and die by the fire. Tinted windows are bulletproof, leaving is no excuse. She is the shooter and I am the driver. She is the widow and I am the spider. Searching through the abandoned cemetery grounds. We are not alone and we do not make a sound. I am the Holy Ghost, she wears a holy crown. Every bone we break is weighted by the pound. Hooks in the monsters, I am the matador. Loading the chopper, she is the predator. We never really had much to lose anyway. When I say we live and let die, it's not a metaphor.
I can totally see that like being played at all.
Shout out to that right there. And that was an exclusive. That shit ain't even out. That's
Okay,
unreleased.
shout out to Malice Black and Clickbait. Those are the two MCs on that
Or even like some Comic-Con shit.
Yeah, definitely going for like vampire hunter kind of vibes. Yeah. I mean, I have a background in martial arts, so I'm like, that's something I'm really big on. It's just like,
That doesn't surprise me.
yeah.
No.
There's nothing that she has said so far is surprising.
Any kind of
Now,
expression.
one thing was that was just the voice.
Yeah.
That was,
Oh.
that threw me off a little bit, but everything else doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
You know, I figured she would probably do a voice or something tonight. I wasn't prepared for that shit, but again, doesn't surprise me. I just wasn't prepared.
You weren't ready.
I wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
I saw this one. The girl was, she was. I don't know, like, because it didn't start from the beginning, but like people would put in the chats what they would want her to say, and then say it, and then you could see like the super chats or whatever. Man, she was getting money.
They make money out here, you know.
I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
And I've been seeing more and more, like with the whole NPC trend. You know, I just need my team, like if you out there, you do filmmaking and you want to make some like social media type cuts, like hit me up, because trying to do it all by myself.
Speaking
is
of team, speaking of team, shout out to the KRA in the building.
KRA.
We said, yo, what's up, man? All in rap
420.
love. As always, y'all got my GG up there. Salute you, the truth. I'll see you soon in rehearsal with Solo. And somebody tell my bass player, fuck them Lakers.
Violence.
Don't
Don't
Said,
choose violence.
I'm sure he's just kidding, Said. I'm sure he's just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Violence is not the answer.
But I'm sure, like, people really fuck with your vibe. You know what I'm saying? Even watching your Instagram and watching the posts that you make on Instagram, it's like a vibe. You know, I said to somebody before that, like, when somebody has a certain energy, it transcends photos or video. You know what I'm saying? It really truly does. And your energy and your vibration really transcends the imagery that you have on Instagram and on your Facebook. Well, all of your social media and all of your visuals and stuff. It really transcends it. You're definitely a different breed, and I mean that in the highest compliment way. You know, because there's like we spoke earlier. There are creative people. There's artists, and then there's like creators. You know what I'm saying? There are people, and that's a small circle.
Yeah.
It's a real small circle of people that really, really think outside the box, that are constantly creating in their minds. And
oh my gosh, you don't make me blush over here.
No, but it's true though. And when we, as a creative person, as a creative soul, I've done like everything. Like my whole life has been drawing, painting, writing, and my brain is constantly thinking and thinking up things. And if I don't get those things out of my system, I know it'll drive me absolutely fucking bonkers.
Oh yeah. So you know.
Yeah. So when I see it and I recognize it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot. I mean, we've interviewed probably 1,000. You know what I mean? And there's a small percentage that are like that, and you know it when you see it. Because number one, we always dress a little different. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't dress different, there are other aspects of our life that are creative and show themselves in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are I'm a little bit more introverted on the outside. You know what I'm saying? But I'm all over the place when it comes to anything I can get my hands on. You know what I'm saying? Anything that I can do, hear, see, and touch, I'm out of here with it. You know what I'm saying? So I recognize it when I see it. I just
real recognize.
Yeah, real facts, facts. And I salute you on that, because that type of expressionism is it's something to be. It's something to really take in. You know what I mean? And when people are that creative and have that type of energy, the outfit itself, it's not because you're looking for attention or anything. You're being expressed. You're expressing yourself. You're expressing your creativity. You're expressing the vibration. You're expressing the colors, the feel, and everything that you do.
It's for you.
Yeah. It's like I wear hoodies, and I don't give a fuck that nobody likes that I wear hoodies. But that's my expression.
I
You know,
also wear hoodies.
I love hoodies. I collect hoodies. Like I would wear hoodies and sneakers for the rest of my life if I could. You know what I mean? Unfortunately,
Sounds
yeah.
delicious.
Unfortunately, it's only cold once in a while. Because if I could wear them every day, I would. You know what I mean? But I get it. When I see it, I get it. I understand it. And I applaud it all of the time because I know a lot of times as creatives, we're not understood a lot. It's hard for us to even when we create something, it's always like giving a little piece of ourselves all the time. You know what I mean? And we get nervous, we get scared that what if they don't like it? What if I'm doing it wrong? And we judge ourselves. So, you know, I commend you for being that expressive and being that art and being able to do that on so many different levels and taking it to another level with the AI stuff.
Taking it into that fine art world. Yeah, that's really a goal of mine.
So what do you do with the energy, the confusion, the self-doubt, or like if you're feeling a certain vibe and you're trying to figure out how to express that, do you have any kind of you're like, oh, how does it received?
Yeah, I mean, I still, deal with that, especially self-doubt, because as a military brat, if I had chosen to stay in the military, my life would be completely different. And like sometimes I wonder, like, oh, it'd be so much easier. But I'm sure it'd be like easier in some ways and just harder in others. You know what I mean? And at least like what I do now, like I know I'm really being myself. Like I'm just I'm here doing everything I've always wanted to do. So and I feel like that's the goal. Like
yeah.
But I still deal with self-doubt for sure. I was just like always wondering like, oh, what if I was in the Air Force or whatever? Like, what if I had kids and all that stuff? And so that's definitely stuff that goes through my mind. Especially like my mom is 62, she just got married again. So oh.
She got married
again. But I also like I was like a living statue. Like how many human statues do you meet in person?
I know one, and I've known him for a long time. But I've always creative worlds. I've known him for 2 now.
But that's like the coolest shit.
That takes
and you can literally just like I went out there with like a milk crate, and like I painted my own outfits. My first outfit wasn't even painted. I just painted myself. It was like a yellow dress. I just painted myself gold and like sing jazz songs. Like I looked insane.
It was dope though. How freeing was it?
And I still made money.
There it is.
Like you get that because especially like being raised in the military, I know everything I'm getting is because someone else like had to suffer.
Right.
And I hated being connected to that. And I always knew that was the truth. And when you're in it, I feel like they hide it from you even less.
Right.
Or like you experience it through your like parents basically.
Right.
So I wanted to just get out of that lifestyle as soon as possible. But it's a big shift. It's like leaving a cult or something like that. Like it's like my entire life is different. Like I went to this like super structured life to like wake up whenever you want, go downtown, throw on some paint, make some money. And I go out there with like my own little. So at the time, I was hanging out at this recording studio called Paragon Studios, and that was in Fulton Market, like a mile from where I was performing on the Mag Mile. And so I would they basically just gave me all the equipment I needed.
Oh wow!
To perform, like I got everything out of that space to paint. Like it was that was like really like an incubator for me. Yeah,
you find it amazing that like when you're like it's like I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like the universe just does shit for you.
Yeah.
When you're really about your shit, your gut, it just does shit for you. Yeah. Like you literally don't. It's not like you're going around looking, man, I hope tomorrow somebody gives me something.
No,
it's just quiet.
It's that when you need it, all of a sudden it's there. And you're just like, what the fuck? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's there for a reason. And that just leads me to say what I was going to say to you a moment ago about the self-doubt. You're put here to do what you do and live that. And don't doubt that shit. And I know how that is because I go through a lot of self-doubt. But one of the things that I'm really coming into now is just like, man, this is what the fuck I was meant to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
I can't fight it. And it is what it is. I mean, I could go and do a lot of different things, but this is truly, really, really what I know how to do.
And that is to be creative. And it's no one else can do it. If you're really you, no one else can do
Now, what I say about producing, I tell people when they're like, "I'm better than you." No, you're not. I can't do what you do, and I guarantee you cannot do what the fuck I do. I'm better than you, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't do what I do.
I think when people hear that and understand it,
Right.
like in terms of whatever you do, like let's say you host a show, right? And you're new at it and you're nervous as fuck. The only way to like get past that fear is to really not give a fuck.
Right.
And understand that this is my fucking show and people are watching my fucking show.
Right.
So whatever I'm giving them, they want it. That's why they're coming here.
Right.
So what the fuck am I scared of? So like, that's the only thing that really helped me. Because when like I first started doing this shit, like I was super fucking like, holy shit.
Wow.
I can't fucking believe. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the idea of having people watch you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit. If I say this, or
It's
it's
some
out
people's
there.
biggest fear.
Yeah, and it's like when you get wrapped up in that shit, and like you let that get in you, and it's like, so why the fuck are you doing it if you're terrified? Like, what the fuck is the point? So, but then eventually I was like, man, I think maybe like 3 episodes, probably the 3rd one on Instagram Live. I was like, I don't give a fuck about this shit. I'm just showing up.
Yeah, and that's
Whatever the fuck we gonna do, that's what we gonna do.
Right.
And that was like the most freeing shit in the world. Straight up. Like even like over preparing for shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, it takes away from the fun of it. Then also too, if you do one show and you like fumble through it and you realize I didn't die.
Right.
I didn't die.
Like, it's cool. I had comments, you know what I'm saying? People was engaging with me. Fuck it. Like it's the freedom, it's the expression. Like that shit is amazing in like a real way.
Vito said, "You ever fantasize of a heavy set Mexican DJ?
Okay, I feel.
Asking for a friend. It's him.
Okay.
So if you need a heavy set Mexican DJ, he's your man.
My fantasies.
Yeah. Ace
Can
Vito,
he cook? That's really the question.
Can you cook, nigga? That's what she wants to know. Can you fucking cook, nigga? If you can cook, you're all in.
Or maybe just like sprinkle Sazon in the air. Or just let it fly.
Yeah. Or just stand there and be a robot. Nigga. That's what you can do.
And cook.
And cook. Yeah. My name is Ace
That's what
Vito.
I need as a
What would you
robot.
like? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Or go on her OnlyFans, nigga, and then figure it out.
See, so I'm not on OnlyFans yet.
I was about to say, I hope that's a yet.
So I actually, so technically I don't have an OF, but I really started like the same way I got involved in the b-boy scene is like through the community. So within the fetish, there's like a real online community of people that are like have their own forums, have their own websites, where they go and just talk about stuff they find on the internet. Okay, well we'll have to see about that. Maybe that's another podcast.
Yeah. And don't try to pass it off as Uber Eats.
Right. But I started on there's this site called Bentbox. That was my first website.
Wait, what?
Bentbox.
I thought you said bedbugs.
Bedbugs. Stay away from me.
But nobody wants that box.
Yeah, the Bentbox. That was one of them.
Bed box?
Bent
box.
box.
Bent.
Bent box.
Bent like a pretzel.
Yeah.
See? I can see what's going on in there.
What's
You
going
can't
on?
fucking judge me.
What's going on?
I know
here?
what I see. Like what Bitbox could take you so many fucking hours. Like what are we talking about?
The thing is, I say that because you need to be on like 5, 6, 7 websites to really generate an income. Like it's never just one site. OnlyFans is one site among hundreds of other sites where you can make money. That's the reality. What, bro? I love a good tamale.
Tamale
oaxaqueño.
Yeah, relax, Ace. Don't take that tamale to another direction, sir. Right. Or he might be thinking of
I don't want
tamale.
corn. I want banana leaf. Banana leaf.
Yeah. You heard it. Get your shit
Banana
together.
leaf.
Get your shit together. So what's in the future for Gold Grrl?
Definitely a web series.
A web
I want to
series.
do like a Robo Girl web series where you sort of also learn about like tech hacks, new devices, how hacking works, but through this more conversational way.
What's stopping you?
I need to just once I get through this fellowship, that's gonna be my next project. Is this?
Well, guess what?
Because nothing really.
You know what we like to do over here is extend the hand. So when you're ready to do a podcast and you're ready to do something, let me know. We'll give you a time, a slot, a day, and we'll get it figured the fuck out on how you want to set it up, how you want to happen. We'll make that shit happen.
Do you do like? Could we do a gaming one?
Yep.
I want to do a gaming one.
Yep.
I'm a gamer.
Just got a capture card. It's in that drawer over there. So yeah, we can do whatever.
I'm a big gamer girl.
We can set you up. You can just sit there, play, talk shit to people online.
Basically, talk shit, and like me and my friends like to talk shit a lot. Like Fortnite shit talking.
Yeah, people hardcore about
that's a thing.
It is. It's part of the culture.
People play games just to get on
talk
and talk
shit. Yeah, no, it's really
just to talk shit, which is wild.
Yeah, it's fun.
I like talk shit in person.
I'm not very good at some of them games. Motherfuckers be real angry.
Yeah, I mean, I did. Yeah, there, and you know, people get really serious about it, especially like Fortnite, which is funny.
Especially that 10-year-old on the other end. He's like, "Fuck you and your mom."
Right.
Relax, bro. My bad.
But they know where the good loot is at.
Right.
You know, they know how to play. It's like, okay, little Timmy, show me where the trust is at. You know,
like I ran out of ammo.
I've been dying
I didn't
for
anticipate
like 4 rounds.
Right. My bad.
Little Timmy, pull it together.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a part of the show, and I think this is going to be interesting as fuck. But what I would like you to do is format the questions as you see fit to fit her.
Okay.
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 Wait.
Oh, you want? Okay.
Wait. This is a portion we call you guys to chill. There's some questions. You can answer them any way you see fit. There is no right or wrong answer. It's opinion based, maybe. It could be facts. It could be whatever in the hell. It's whatever you think you feel about the questions that are being asked.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say this because I always say it. I'm probably not gonna say shit about it, but she'll probably just do some feedback on whatever your answer is. And this is what we call it. You got to chill. First and foremost, you know the question I need to hear you ask her right out of the gate. My favorite question.
Yeah, but fuck that.
No. I gotta hear it. No. We're not doing that. No, we're not. You can do all that other shit. Gotta ask her that.
But
come on
what
now.
What if you read it like a robot?
No, let her read it like a robot.
Oh, let me read it like a robot.
But I don't care. But I want to ask her.
No, what are you doing? You're giving me the little kid voice. Like, but I don't want to go outside right now.
But I really want to know. Okay, so I'll ask. Okay. Well, let's say. Okay, the regular question is, if you woke up tomorrow and you were Drake for 24 hours. Now, when you look in the mirror, you look like Aubrey Graham. You sound like him. If you were to write, it's his handwriting.
But
you're you. So like Freaky Friday, like it's your soul. So if you were him for 24 hours, what would you?
Don't lie either.
Wait, if I was Drake, but I'm actually Aubrey Graham.
Well, Drake he is Aubrey Graham.
I know, but like which version am I?
You're him.
However you want. If you want to walk into the back,
I would make a Degrassi reunion.
I'm not mad at that.
What?
Wait, everybody from Degrassi
no.
smoke and get fucking lit and do reunion.
I'm telling you, it's a lot. Like there is a market.
I was for Degrassi.
Motherfuckers want it.
I'm down bad for Degrassi.
Hold on, time the fuck out.
That's all I care about him for.
Yeah, because before this shit, I was a fan of his. Like when he was fresh out of that.
Okay, please. Just allow me this real quick.
Okay.
This man is worth like $300 million. You can walk into. Wait, stop.
She's creative. She don't care about that shit.
I'm just saying.
That's why you should let me ask it how I wanted to ask it.
Okay, ask it how you wanted to ask it.
Okay. If you could turn Drake into a fucking robot,
God,
what would you make?
Give me money. Yeah, unless money glitch.
I would you gotta speak her language to get her language.
Are you flexing?
You gotta
Are you
speak
flexing on me right now?
Fucking fuck with me.
Right.
I'm not Spino, goddammit. Let me do what I do.
See, you should have said that first, because I
right.
definitely, the Degrassi reunion, everyone.
That is wild. No one's ever said
She'd be
that.
rich as fuck. She'd be rich as fuck. Like, there are
Do you know how
so
many people would watch that?
There's so many people that want that shit.
Yeah.
Because they like, I mean, that shit was low-key cool back when it was cool. You know what I'm saying? If we could just tweak it a little bit now, what would it look like?
But it's only 24 hours you have.
Fuck it. You know how much motherfucking money that shit would generate?
24-hour stream.
And then when she put it together and she you put the paperwork together and all that shit, she putting that shit in her real name. You know what I'm saying? So when this nigga wake up on that 25th hour, what the fuck is this shit I'm involved in? Who the fuck is bro? What the fuck? Who? What?
Gold Grrl who?
And
Degrassi gangbang. Come on.
holy shit. See what I'm saying? God damn it. We should not be friends because we will fucking ruin the world. Straight up. Y'all, did y'all see that the chicks from White Chicks, they redid the dance that they did in the movie?
I would love to see
fucking hilarious. All
yes.
of the non-Wayans White Chicks redid the dance.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, all that shit is about to come back.
It is coming back.
All right, let's get back to the questions now, and ask her in whatever fucking way that is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. So, with you being as creative as you are, what do you think is more valuable? The physical tools to get where you feel you need to be creatively, or just fuck it, just a blank check?
Wait. That's exactly how it's written.
That applies to her.
But that's exactly how it's written. It's the first time you ever read it the right way.
Because listen, some people, if we read it to them like that, like, what are you talking about? But you got to speak to who you're speaking to.
No, because this is going to fuck me up, because now you're reading the questions as they were intended to be read.
Because that applies to the person that we're talking to right now.
Jesus. All right, go ahead. Read it to her. Fucking go. Yeah. Can you read it to her one more time?
Yeah.
She may have forgotten at this point.
I don't think she did.
No, I definitely did.
Yeah.
I fucking blanked out.
She's a pothead.
It's the crack.
Yeah,
it's the crack.
I'm surprised Swag God hasn't given her blunt.
Yeah, where's that? That's why I can't remember shit.
God damn it. Okay, so speaking in terms of being a creative, what do you think is more valuable?
Oh, right.
Here you
Okay.
go. A blank check or the actual tools?
Okay, as in my real life, I would say access is more important. Because as I've gained access to more things, like for example, I work at the School of the Art Institute. Through that, I can check out like any kind of camera, tripod, lighting, ladders, anything I need to make my web series, short film, I can check it out of there.
Right.
You know?
So would that be the blank check?
I don't have
tools?
to pay. Yeah, like I don't pay. Like you can. I mean, there's a time limit. Like I have to bring it back within a week, but I don't have to pay for it. You know, and having that, just having access to that allows me to do so much more, and instead of like trying to buy everything, like just being in the community and knowing that that's a resource is valuable. I did orientation today I do work as a standardized patient / simulated patient. Different names for it. Anyway, that card allows me access to the U of Chicago libraries. Having access to that knowledge is priceless.
Right. And
I couldn't. I don't think I could. I mean, you probably could buy your way in there. I'm sure like they're major donors. They could do whatever the hell they want on campus. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like that's because I've, being in Colorado, I went to Colorado College, and there are a lot of very well endowed people there.
Well endowed?
As in like trust fund babies, like motherfuckers.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also.
Is it me?
No, it's me too, but.
But yeah, I'm saying
she used the right word.
Money, money endowed.
Yeah.
I mean, if you watch PBS, you'll see they'll say the endowment. This is brought to you by the endowment of what?
I mean, it looks stupid, but
and another thing too is that I really read those. Like I look for the foundations that are funding those shows so that I can also apply to them.
Right. No,
they giving the money out.
I every time I watch a film, I'm really thinking about like who made this? How did this get made? Who's funding this? Like, where's the money coming from? Because I'm trying to get that money too.
Right. And that's one of the things that we say about this show all the time is gems being dropped. and that is a gem. I tell people all of the time, like, use the people around you. When I say use, I don't mean use in a bad way, because we have access to people. It's just a matter of asking. You know what I'm saying? If a person has something over there and you have fostered a great relationship with them, if you ask them, 99.9% of the time, they're going to say, oh, hell yeah, I didn't know you were doing that. Fuck yeah. So I tell people, utilize the people around you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So again, she dropped that gem without even knowing, and that's what happens on this show all the time. People drop gems. So I'm telling you, people, to pay attention when we interview people, especially artists. They always drop gems. They always drop that knowledge that some people are lacking, and they don't understand. Like, or they feel like, you know, how come she gets to do every damn thing? Because she's utilizing her access to shit.
Yes.
That's how.
Huge.
Yeah. All right.
If you went viral, do you think you're in a place where you could sustain that pressure and everything that comes with it?
Depends what I got viral for, I think. Yeah, because I think it just depends on that. What it would be. I think I would know how to use it to my advantage.
I think that's very important.
Yeah.
Right.
I wouldn't let that pass me by. But yeah, people go viral for anything nowadays. I don't even know what that would be for. Yeah.
Well, it would be, that's something that you are doing now anyways.
Right. Like I got viral for being a fembot.
Yeah.
I mean I'm trying to do that, you know, like that's why I'm making content. Like the thing is that right now I'm like super underground, you know, like the only people who know me are the ones who are in the forums, but those are like as I said, like I won't pay for a Netflix subscription if these people are paying me like $350, $400 to act like a robot, like in one video.
Come on now.
One video.
I need to get my and then put my knee up on the camera.
Yeah, but honestly, the men are more rare, are ultra rare Pokemon. So
better stop fucking playing with me.
Mandrake knows what's up.
Listen,
He knows
I got all these green screens and everything. Fuck around and see me. Like,
yo,
it's
put a button here, put a button there.
It's a motherfucker out here that will go crazy. People, I feel like there's nothing that somebody won't pick up.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, when you have the real background in dancing, it's like you're already above everyone else who's doing it.
I can still pop.
Because people do it and don't even know how to pop and still make money at it.
I know how to pop.
So
bang, bang.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like
in your neck of the woods, what do you think translates better as far as like promotion? Word of mouth or the internet?
Internet, word of mouth. I mean, like, because all of the
which one, internet or word of mouth?
I mean, it's sort of like word of mouth through the internet, like word of mouth through like these forums, and sometimes it's sort of like one-on-one DMs, or like, oh, I saw your video here, can you make me a video for this much and whatever. Where it's like it's not internet in the sense that I'm making social media content or something like that, or paying for Instagram ad. It's internet through like, oh, I'm in this Fembot Central forum and I saw your work on ManyVids. Would you know, like, that's sort of how people learn about me and like become like my clientele.
Clientele.
Yeah. Now in hip hop, some people might say that drill culture gave hip hop a black eye. In the fetish industry, what would you say is that black eye?
Racism, I would say. Racism's still really prevalent there. I mean, even within ASFR, like there's not many, like it's only like white and Asian models that do it.
Yeah.
You know, like the only other black woman I know is a model actress by the name of 1000. She's actually Chicago based too. I love everything she does, but outside of her, I don't know any other black models.
Do you think that's because outside people, you know, like influences of people that'll just be like, because I know like within certain communities it'll be like, the fuck you mean you a robot? You know what I'm saying? Like just maybe the scrutiny of it is what stops people of color, melanated people to do that. Or to explore those things.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
I think that's true. I see that as well. I'm sort of like yeah, insider, outsider, in the sense that like I'm grown and I live by myself and I don't really have anyone that can judge me.
Right.
And my immediate community, like my friends, are like a bunch of gay dudes, and they think it's the coolest thing ever. So,
And that's, you know what, though, that's because like within that like subculture of people,
yeah,
and not to call
there's
them,
drag,
Don't
there's
say it's
performers,
subculture. You
it's
trying to get us a
more,
strike? Are you trying to get us
yeah.
a strike?
okay, I'm saying like that facet of
No.
people, like there's so much inhibition and theatrics. Just I don't give a shit about what you think. This is me. You know what I'm saying? Unapologetically.
Don't fucking
Yeah,
give. Don't
I'm
tempt
not
me.
lying. And
Don't
you
tempt
know,
me.
but like Ebony is still, its own category in porn. Like,
So
like,
that
what's
brings
about?
me to I cannot remember her name to save my life. But like in the early 2000s, she was like a really, really popular porn star, black woman. But like she's really famous for very loud, aggressive sounding
Mm.
like blowjobs.
Mm.
Like gagging,
Okay.
slobbing, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Where is this? What the fuck?
But I cannot remember her goddamn name.
What the fuck?
Where I'm going with that is, you like when she was talking about racism, right?
Mhm.
So like, you
Tie
got
that in, please.
you got porn, but then there's like categories, but then there's subsets, and then subset, and then subset, and it's like, if a white woman was to do that, oh, that's just it's just normal, it's natural, everything's all
Right.
good. But
Yeah.
when a black woman does it, oh, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like it's just it's like it's cool to be recognized, but at the same time, it's not the same. It's
Yeah,
like you're
it's
not
like
given the same
that.
respect.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like it's like
Mhm.
it's almost like she's degraded in that regard, as opposed to being praised if she was white.
Okay.
Appropriation.
So
yeah.
I'm
And that
saying
sort
that
of like ties
ties
into
into what
the
she was saying.
dehumanization with the AI, and how now that's happening at a level that that's never been possible.
Mandroid said yes. Racism is a huge problem in our community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't lying. So I mean, but the fact that people like love what I do, and I have like real fans that really hold me down and like
That's
really
what's up.
encourage me to keep making stuff, I'm like, all right, I'm just
You're
gonna
like,
keep
all
doing
right,
it. Like,
don't sweat out
hey,
my back.
Nope.
yeah, like I'm making mine, so hey,
Let's get
I
it.
can make it, a bigger thing. Like, yeah, that's a big thing, is just staying consistent, And
Right.
like right now, I'm in school for computer science. I'm getting my master's, and so that's taking up my time right now. Like, I can't like keep up with videos, because the thing that takes up all the time doing content creation, and I'm sure you know this, is the editing.
Well, we don't
We
edit.
do everything
Yeah,
live.
We
this
do
is
everything
beautiful.
live.
But I know this setup took you a lot of time.
Oh yeah, it takes
Definitely
time.
took me all the hours of editing I spent. So it's like, when I don't have that time anymore, it's like I gotta just shift my attention. But I always come back. They know I'm out here.
Have you
out
ever
here, you out here.
have you ever thought about like it, like just like doing the live format and just freestyling that shit, like whatever's on your mind at the moment?
I do. But the thing is with that is like you gotta have that following there, and so like letting people know that you're gonna do a live and just marketing that and being present and consistent is like, all right, like I can do that when I'm not in school. I can keep up with that. Yeah. Superhead.
No, not
No?
her. It's a darker skinned chick. Damn, it's
No,
pissing me off.
We're moving forward.
But yeah, she's a fool with it, because them
Okay.
hands and them sounds and shit was like, what the fuck is happening?
ASMR.
Everybody, and that was before that was a thing though. Like
Mandroid says, I will say the biggest thing is black men seem to not want to be in positions of subservience.
not unless no one's around.
What? What did?
Like having it being filmed and broadcast.
Yeah, I
very
get
taboo,
it.
Yeah, very taboo.
But if you behind closed doors with your chick,
I mean, that's why it's always easy for me to find a scene partner, because they're just like, oh, I get to fuck a member.
Yeah, shit, she's just.
I'm saying the right tone
Yeah.
and the right eye contact will get you where you need to be. Like, you see how she turned the robot voice on. She said what she needed to say. Completely fucking fucked your head up.
Right.
You were absolutely
I
stuck.
get it. Can we move forward?
You were standing on the expressway.
Right.
Like,
Stop.
what's happening? Oh my God.
There's-
Yes.
Do you have another ashtray, or can you? put
Yeah,
that
sure.
in there? Yeah.
Okay. Mainstream, or do you want to stay underground?
I don't know if it'll ever I don't know. That's really hard to say. I I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. I like
Holy
having
shit.
my
He said at least on camera.
at least on camera.
So
Hello.
nah, we're not. You're doing a great job tonight. We'll just leave it at that. All right.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'd be cool. Like, I just want people to see what I do, you know? I sort of like living on the fringes, so maybe I do want to stay underground.
What if
But
you were offered something?
if I was
Somebody.
offered,
So if a.
that's like if someone offers you a ride, though, you're not supposed to take it.
Oh, let me finish.
See, that shit can go a lot different ways too.
Right. Well, I don't even know why I just said right, because I heard you after you. I said right before you finished and made those eyes. I shouldn't have. I just keep my mouth shut. So, see, this is not cool.
It's like
No,
red
it's
pill
cool.
or blue
But
pill. I don't know. Take both of them. Fuck
I
it.
just want to say what I.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So if a studio comes to you and they say, you know what, we came across your content, we love you're doing your fucking robot shit, we love it, right, Tom? Yes, she's great. So
That's already making me like, no.
giving you
Like, Tom, you gotta go, but
so
I would see.
they
Here's
write
the
the
thing.
check for you and they say you can have this show any way you want, but within the guidelines of whatever, like the FAA or not the FAA,
Yeah.
but whatever. So you can't curse though. Let's say that. You can't
I just
curse.
think here's the thing: the movie industry is not what it used to be.
Mm.
I don't even know if they could cut that check, honestly.
You got a price?
Do I?
You said I don't know if they can cut that check.
I
That sounds to me like shit.
I don't, because the movie industry is just not. I don't. The industry is just not what it used to be, where they just have millions of dollars to blow on just like a.
No, they do.
You
They
know?
do. They still do. Yes.
They
still
keeping it.
do?
They keeping it in the family over there.
No, but it's like on shit. That's with any part of entertainment industry. If they really want something, they'll pay for it. If they really catch something and it catches the eye and they see value in it, they'll pay for it. That's just a
And
fact.
that's sort of. So here's the thing. Did you ever hear of Awkward Black Girl?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like, you know how that show started.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, like if it was like that kind of trajectory, I would consider,
But you would
where
be
I
in
still have
charge of that.
creative control.
Yeah, creative control.
Yeah, that shit. That's
As
crazy.
an artist, that's like one of the
Yeah.
biggest things is having creative
I could
control.
let go of one of my babies if the price is right, but I guess it just really depends on the valuation
Right.
at the time. But I've seen people make billions of dollars off of like one art piece. Like it just depends. Yeah. It's all like
Android says success without the fame would be perfect.
right, and I sort of enjoy that now, in the sense that a lot of people only know one part of me.
Mhm.
So like one group doesn't know about the other part.
What is the difference between? So do you live like as an artist? I know, and as an entertainer, like I have Heat Detective, which is my persona, but then I'm George in everyday fucking life. You know what I'm saying? You have like, obviously you don't walk around like in the fucking grocery store like
Yeah,
you
no,
know what
but
I'm
it's
saying?
like I do have those hours and hours of practicing with a bunch of old dudes on how to pop.
She said a bunch of old dudes.
Yeah, they are old heads. They grown. And I had to seek them out because I wanted to be the best.
Right. That's
Like
true.
following that sort of like martial arts thing. Like, I want to be the best. I gotta train with the best.
That's true.
Makes sense.
And I came here because I couldn't be in Colorado anymore. And I knew if I wanted to become like a real battle dancer, I had to.
Right. Makes
That's
sense.
why I'm here now.
He said, you ever heard of Brown Baby?
He know all of the girls. Okay.
He says never allow the studio to control you. Yeah. Creative
Yeah.
control is always a main issue with an artist, and as it should be all the
And
time.
I mean, I feel like I've done it in the sense that my regular life, like, I don't really have a regular life. Like,
Right.
I don't even realize how irregular it is till I tell people about it.
Yeah, and that is what makes you majestic. Like,
Mhm.
if some kind of way, one of your personas was perverted in some kind of way, right? Let's say you made a deal and they took control and just fucked it all up. You be somebody else tomorrow.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? And it's like you not being able to be molded, controlled and having that much creativity inside of you where you can just read yourself whenever the fuck you want is fucking amazing.
I think it's the army brat background of like you have to move and you have to adjust.
Right.
Like I didn't, yeah. And like we were moving in places where I didn't know the language at all. It's like mouths moving, I don't know what's going on, and just having to like be comfortable in being totally uncomfortable.
Right. That's one of my mottos is being comfortable, being uncomfortable, being comfortable. All the time. All the time.
What do you think makes absolute supreme living statue?
Supreme, the stillness, that being able to evoke stillness, and also just the craftsmanship in how you make your costume. Because a lot of people think that you just spray paint it, but it's actually like layers and layers of paint, and spray paint is the last layer.
Is that shit easy to get off? Is it because I'm sure it would matter what
It
those
doesn't
first
come
layers.
once you paint it, it's on. Like it doesn't come off. Oh, that's spray paint.
No, I mean like, yeah, I know it doesn't come out when you're performing and everything, but when you're done for the day, you're not waking up the next day going to the grocery store painted fucking silver.
No, but when I go on my break, I am.
No, I know.
I walk up in Trader Joe's.
Like, I'm saying.
No, like for real, like because we gotta take lunch break too.
Right.
Just like
no. I'm saying like, so you, because my brain says, okay, you have all different layers, and some of that is to help it come off when you need to wash it off, get it off your skin and whatever.
No, well, we don't paint most of our like I paint a statue costume, it covers most of my body, so I'm really only painting my face and my hands.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm right.
Yeah. The rest of the like my actually, what did you say like a Mary Poppins thing? One of my characters is like Mary Poppins costume, and that's like wrist all the way down to like my ankles are covered, and that's the costume.
Wait, question: is that one of your online fetish? Because I could just imagine a bunch of weird dudes with you dressed up like Mary Poppins, like.
That's definitely like the whole living statue thing is part of the fetish. Yeah.
I'm gonna look into this.
It's cool.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
It's cool.
We're sort of just like the idea that a beautiful statue can come to life and fuck the shit out of you. That's pretty much what what that fetish is about.
Because I'll fucking punch that fucking robot. If
Like what the fuck?
If a robot came to life in front of me, we're fighting. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
So
you know
it's like state your attention as you're coming toward me.
No. Because if that motherfucker was sitting over in the corner somewhere just like that, and all of a sudden I blink and that motherfucker's standing right in front of me, I'm fucking that robot up. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna be like, oh shit, you're alive. Glad you're here.
I can understand.
Have a seat.
Okay.
You want some tea?
All right.
While you're at it, take your shoes off. Get comfortable.
Okay.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Let's get weird.
Okay.
So you are the robot that's sitting in the corner.
Okay.
You're a robot. You're not alive. Okay?
All right. Yes.
Or you're a statue.
I'm a statue.
And then you come alive and you want to ravish him.
Okay.
First of all, he would get fucked up. Listen, I come from an era where shit like that happens. I don't speak in movies.
Let's remove the violence.
Honestly,
I can't.
This is a hypothetical.
When I think about the hypothetical in my own situation, I only see those like mannequins in Silent Hill. I don't know, the nurses.
Fuck that.
And that scares the shit out of me.
I don't like that.
But
movie.
I think that place is what turns people on. The like scariness of like, I don't know what's gonna do.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh,
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that gets you fucked up.
So in terms of I don't know what's gonna happen, but I do know what's gonna happen.
No.
It's,
No, if I'm sitting up and my legs, I'm just like watching TV, and out the corner of my eye, I see the fucking robot come alive.
But just
but
drive,
not a robot.
just drive down the
statue.
role playing lane. Just cruise for a little while. You know what I'm saying?
If I cruise, first of all, come on, don't do this to me.
I'm just
Don't, because what do you want me to say? Well, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of that robot.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying if we're sitting here.
Right, and I'm telling you what my initial response.
So this is
will
her.
be.
But
I don't give a fuck if it was Mother Teresa. I'm beating that bitch ass.
That's weird because Mother Teresa doesn't do that type of shit.
Well, I'm just saying.
Listen, that's
from
fucking
where,
weird.
From where I come from, things that lurk in the shadows get fucked up.
Now, if Mother Teresa was approaching you on that, then she's possessed. She's fucked up. So maybe you should run or shoot her. I don't know.
If I bought this statue, that motherfucker was not meant to move.
But what I was trying to do was get her to do it.
We're not.
You just fucked it up.
All right. Well,
you gotta.
I better not buy a statue that'll fucking come to life.
Well, where
you
do
gotta
you buy
go to
one
my
of those?
website and get my videos.
Oh.
So
He said I was really into mannequin. Hey, that movie was dope as fuck. Part 2 was stupid,
And
but
that's
whatever.
part of it too. Yeah. It's in pop culture, and so I think there's like a path to it in the mainstream. Right now, it's still like a really underground.
And there was a gay dude in the movie Hollywood. You know what I'm saying?
can't believe you put me in that situation.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you made me tell her I would fuck her.
I'm sorry.
That's fucked up.
Sorry. My bad.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
My bad.
Just how it is.
Yo, it's real though.
I'm pretty sure somebody out there is gonna steal our idea for some sort of weird ass porn.
No, let me tell you something. Like,
Yeah,
even the way
sorry,
I
sorry.
sleep, if I'm in a dead ass sleep and somebody wakes me up suddenly, they could get fucked up. I'm telling you. Did I ever tell you about the time I woke up because the dog had jumped on the bed? We had a dog named Toby, and he jumped on the bed, and it woke me up, and all I saw was like a black shadow. And before I knew it, I had the dog on the floor, and I was choking that motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Damn.
So yeah,
All right.
yeah. That's exactly what happened. Like, oh shit, I'm sorry, Toby.
Oh no.
But like, yeah, a robot coming to life, corner of my fucking eye.
Megan.
Nah,
Point out.
man,
My dumb ass would have been in the corner. Damn, we off the block. Relax. It's a fucking dog.
man.
Like, come on now.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's just part of like whatever, man. I'm scarred.
I got you.
I'm scarred.
I like these fantasy
Before
questions.
She moved, she should have said something.
Hey, but yeah, she should have. No,
Talk first, move later.
Talk first.
What the
move
fuck
later.
would she say to make you feel safe?
Nothing. That's what. Stay over there in the fucking corner and be a fucking statue.
I'm just okay.
Because you know what the first thing out of her mouth would be? Why'd you hit me?
But
Why the fuck did you come alive?
Okay. So, this is a question for you because I'm just trying to figure this out. If I'm sitting in the crib and I got a statue.
I got this. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's turn the fucking table.
Already?
You're laying around watching whatever the fuck you're watching on YouTube, going down your fucking rabbit hole of bullshit.
Rabbit hole of doom.
Yeah, you just picked her up at the swap meet. You know it's a deal. You see, no, I'm just saying somebody had bought her, probably punched her because it was probably me. Let's just say I bought her. And
Damn.
I punched her. She went back to a fucking statue.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to get rid of this motherfucker. I took it to the swap meet. You walk up and was like, that's a dope statue. You can have this motherfucker for $5, right? You take her home. You put her over there in the corner, and you're watching TV. There she is. See, look. And then all of a sudden she goes, Howard. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. Well, you don't need to say anything at first, I guess.
Dangerously excited.
Yeah.
Really?
I told you.
I'm not the right person for you to do this.
That's odd because when I asked you the question about having a robot, a sex robot, that was not your response.
No, that's not what you said. What you said was it was his sex robot and the bitch is trying to take my job.
Oh, that's right.
So she came on that. She was on that type of time.
He brings her home. She comes alive, and he's like, "Okay."
I mean, shit, I ain't got no problem if I'm involved. We gonna fuck the shit out that robot statue, whatever the fuck it is. Shit's gonna get real strange.
It's gonna get real lubricated.
We might not even be able to make eye contact with each other the next day for at least an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe about 2:15 p.m. Shit might normalize a little bit. Like, you cool? You straight?
You learn something about yourself
wires
that day.
Yeah. One of the kids, he might try to like kiss one of the kids. Hey! Get away from your father.
Yeah, get away. But he's still got a lot of static.
Just let it fucking breathe. Just come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Find a fuse in your pocket. Like, the fuck?
Like, what the fuck?
A fuse from last night?
What's going on around here?
Okay.
It smells like burnt metal. Yes, it does.
Oh, fuck. All right. All right.
Oh, shit.
What's the name of the robot in Marvel? The one who ends up with Wanda.
Oh, Vision.
Vision.
Yeah. Okay, so this is how I knew I was
Wait, do
weird.
you remember the was it the V1 or when they basically was giving this to waves?
What does he mean? I'm creasing.
V1 or something. There was a brief trend where they were like making Vision, giving Vision like these haircuts.
I'm creasing?
Is that a thing?
That was a thing.
No,
That
this.
was,
Creasing. What the fuck is creasing?
I'm creasing. Oh, I don't know.
What the hell? Oh, here we go.
Maybe he's making a tamale and can't spell right now.
Hmm.
I'm creasing.
Meaning. Oh, wait, it says slang. Damn it.
I'm creaming.
This is going. This is not what
South.
it's That's not what I envisioned this show.
Oh, it says to be or cause someone to be greatly amused or to laugh a lot.
Okay, Ace.
Is that what you meant?
I'm sure that's not what you meant because Ace is demented.
Oh no. Demented questions.
Oh shit. He said.
Oh,
yeah. Robo mouth ready.
You know
I bet. I motherfucking bet.
I got all my settings.
And you know what? There's something also erotic about, like, in terms of robot, like it's programmed to know all kinds. You could just talk about whatever, and you can like have a wonderful conversation. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I mean, it's like your Instagram feed. It's like it's programmed to show you more of what you like.
Yeah. So it's like
that's why it's so addicting.
You know that I like that, and you're just up the
What if you break your robot?
I probably would. I'd be really sad, and I do whatever I can.
I
to
break
fix it.
shit. You get it repaired. Take it to the shop.
You go into fucking
take it to auto. Yeah,
with a
like,
fucking shopping basket with a robot in it.
Like, don't ask me no
all
motherfucking questions. Did you just fix it? Like, don't ask why it's sticky and all type of shit. Just fix it. Just do it.
Just fix my robot.
Yes, please.
I miss her or him
or both.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's nothing like the feel of cold metal in the morning.
What if it's got silicone?
No, it can
or
be
aluminum?
silicone
Silicone.
and warm. And, I mean, it could be. There's also like a thing
temperature
where
sensations.
You're like a human who agrees to be converted.
See, you were wrong.
Robot. So, smash what?
See,
I told you it was demented. I told you.
No, crazy.
Whatever. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't think Ace Vito can be trusted at this very moment right now.
No.
If someone was to walk in on him right now, it would probably be very questionable what the fuck he's doing.
No.
He's covered in fucking.
Who knows?
So frito just fucking
fluids,
just shit everywhere,
rolling around in fucking
what
cup
the
of noodles.
fuck is going on?
All right, let's get to the questions. Come on.
Yeah. So.
Because you just took all of
I think this is our first permanent left.
All right.
And I'm here for it. You know.
All right.
I'm here for it.
Steadfast the course.
Yes. When you were younger, right? We had a surge of TV robots. There was Rosie from the Jetsons. Whatever that little bitch's name was that was with the family. They had Jamie was their son.
The little robot that wore the little light blue dress with the white.
What is her name?
I almost said Punky Brewster, but I know that's
Punky
not
Brewster's the shit.
I did watch Punky Brewster.
Yeah, just the question.
Shout out to Soleil Moon Frye.
Yes, baddie.
Most magical tits there are.
Okay, in the world.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We have a show to do.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
You shout out them titties every time somebody brings up her name.
All right, great.
Okay. So when you were a kid and like that was the thing, did you think of it in any kind of way? Like this wasn't that thought
This was
at
not
all.
on the radar at all till they started reaching out to me on the internet. Like, I mean, even being in the battle dance world, like femininity wasn't something that was like really celebrated. You know, oftentimes like if you dance feminine in front of your opponent, they're gonna like mock you. Basically.
Right. Yeah. That's a fact. That is a big fact. That's why you see a lot of big girls. They dress like fucking dudes.
Yeah. Yeah. And
there only up until recently that I seen on like a Red Bull competition that a girl was actually dressed like a girl and acting feminine.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's like, yeah, what?
Because you're trying to be a b-boy,
Right.
basically, because that's what the culture is overwhelming. Like, there's so few other women involved. Yeah.
Vicky! Yes!
Oh, you was that? Okay.
Vicky.
And he's also responding to what I said about him when he said.
Okay.
So?
Doing the research.
So if you walk in on him, then so he's laying there rubbing lotion all over his body, fucking watching this podcast.
Given.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck. Shout out to Ace Vito, part of the Unwrapped family.
What's up?
No
What's
fucks
up,
given.
Ace Vito?
It's my favorite.
Don't get him started.
So if there was complete freedom, no fear of judgment, who gives a shit, you can't get canceled, blah blah blah, what do you think would be your go-to persona?
My go-to persona. Absolute freedom.
Mm-hmm. Freedom.
I would just want to be like, I mean, yeah, like basically being a tech wizard, you know, like having ultimate power over everything, like computer science related in the internet, and like just like being able to hack anything. Like, yeah, because like something that I'm really interested in now is car hacking. Cars are basically 2-ton computers at this point.
Yeah.
And even when you want to go get it fixed, you have to like go to the dealership, costs a lot of money, and it could be like this really simple thing. You know, that they're charging you extra for because of licensing basically. And you know, just being able to be like, oh, I know how to do that. Like, yeah, but I don't know. That's not like that's an undefined persona, but that's sort of like my fantasy life, just being able to live in a natural environment with my computer. Like when I go and visit, so my mom lives in North Carolina, and when I go out there to visit, she has this like indoor-outdoor patio where it's just sort of this mosquito netting, and it's sort of like a gazebo almost kind of thing, like structure. So like in the tree line is where where the monitor is over there. And so I'm there with my laptop and I'm just like, that's like my happy place, especially when it's raining or something. And
Yeah.
I was like,
that shit sounds dope as hell.
Yeah, like my personal favorite thing to do now is to make my own robots. Do you see that?
These fuckers are having a full listen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me get to. First of all, he says, laugh out loud. Exactly what I was thinking. And then he says, and then he said, exactly, a robot won't judge you and be fully engaged with everything you wanted or needed.
That's what I was saying about with
and here's Ace Vito at Mandroid. Mandroid gets it.
They have enough hole,
Like I think everybody, like anybody who wants to process it and understand.
No research needed.
Anybody who wants to process it and understand how
exactly
it is can be down with the shit.
Small Wonder was the name of it.
Yes.
Small Wonder.
Yes. So I feel like if people had access to a robot, you know, and they took said robot, it'd be much nicer.
Wait, say that again?
I feel like if people had access to robots and they got a robot, they'd be much nicer.
How so?
Because all of that shit we suppress.
You just take it out on your robot?
No, not in the sense of like beat the shit out of your robot. I'm saying like you're free. So like let's say you're a teacher, right? You got a lot of shit that you cannot express in the way you might need in the moment. So it's like pent up rage. Then you got to go home and rush hour traffic. Then when you go home, you got to deal with whatever you got to deal with.
And repeat that process every day.
Right. Yeah. But if you had some kind of outlet that gave you back what you put into it, that's a different level of.
Yeah, it's called companionship.
But I'm saying
it's called boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife.
Because we were talking about earlier. But like you can't control a human.
Oh, you're talking about control, though.
It's not, well, yes, because that's a piece of it, though. Like what I'm saying is, whatever I need to get rid of, whatever energy I need to get out of me, I can give it to this robot, and I'm not going to be judged. Yeah. If I take it, like let's say I had a bad fucking day, and I come home and I take it out on Swipe God, he's gonna receive that and process it however he wants to. So either he can be like, oh, I understand you had a bad day. Let me give you a hug. Let me just let you vent. Or if he already was having a bad day too, and I just come in giving him that, now he's got to compound that on top. He might not have space for that. This robot, that's not a thing.
Doesn't exist.
Right.
It's definitely one of the things, and people each have their own reasons for why they're attracted to the fetish. Like some people are really into glitches and malfunction.
Right.
Some people are into like destroyed robots and like pieces hanging off, and
this shit is fascinating. Like, for real.
Yeah. There's a lot of different aspects of the fetish that are it's under an umbrella of technosexuality.
Let me find out. I'm not going down looking at.
I really honestly think you should.
Yeah.
Because you'll have a newfound respect for it.
Who said I didn't respect it? Just because I fuck a robot up or a statue up if it came to life?
Newfound. So different perspective, if you will.
I have a perspective. I get it. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
But then when you go down that rabbit hole, on the other side will be a different heat
You'll
detector.
never come out.
You might be walking in Best Buy rubbing on toasters and shit.
Nah.
I'm
Wow.
just saying.
Wow. Robo Girl, have you seen the Robot Bride from Serenity?
I have not. Who is that? That's a cool thing about this community is that I learned about all sorts of cool videos, like sci-fi kind of fiction videos, short stories, movies. And I realized how aligned I was with it anyway. Like, I'm a big fan of Ghost in the Shell. And that's one of the shows I would watch late at night
I think I might
in
have
my
watched that episode
room.
too.
Yeah, I watched all of it. I
Yeah.
mean, they have it, I mean, I talk to DeepSeek down. Do any of you use chatbots or anything? Chat GPT?
I do every so often.
Yeah.
A lot of my coworkers, like we went that rabbit hole last week, and
Mhm.
it was like talking about like that, and that shit was fascinating to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an idea. It's something I've been thinking about, and I think I told you about it a while back, and maybe you can help.
Oh.
I wanted to use AI to interview AI, but having the character or something actually speak to us as we interview the
Oh.
AI about hip hop.
Oh, that would be really interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Especially since they know every single
fucking thing.
album
Yeah.
ever
And
made.
to ask the questions exactly like the way we have them.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah. It would be dope.
We can make that happen.
Okay.
Or use Chat GPT and ask the questions
And
and
she read 'em.
And she
I have a
reads them.
question. I have a question. Can a robot say the N-word?
I mean, on this show, we can.
Yeah.
This robot can say whatever the fuck it wants. If that robot wants to say, these niggas are crazy, then so be it.
Because it would know how
To
they
say it,
right.
how to
context
articulate
It
it.
would
the
give it the context
situation.
of the
I have
strong
never heard my
ER.
robot say nigga though.
No, I haven't either.
Yeah.
I never thought about that though. I know
Me
it's out there.
I just now thought of it like,
Yeah.
huh.
Yeah.
I've never-
And that's why that
yeah.
robot will get punched in the mouth, because it'll fucking say it wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
But yeah, all this robot talk's got me ready for some oil.
Ready for some
Lubrication.
oil.
I'm
It's
fucking kidding.
fucking hilarious.
I'm fucking kidding. But this is what I'm not kidding about. We're at the end of the show,
Okay.
and I don't want to stop. So I was thinking earlier when we started, I was like, I want to have a freestyle and do some.
Oh,
But I
look
can't.
at you do?
No,
Yeah.
but I came up with something a little more different.
What's
Uh-oh.
up?
Since all this
are we
robot talk
doing?
had me going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I do have a beat that I had made for my Misfits,
Oh,
and
the
I'm gonna play it.
homies.
And you can kick the
Okay.
chair out the way and give us some.
I could do that.
All right.
Yeah. A little bit.
And he can mute mics, and you can show these motherfuckers.
Yeah, because you're going to get all this wrestling situation.
Are we ready for this?
I don't think we are, but who gives a damn?
All right. So you can stand up if you
Okay.
want. Move that chair the fuck out
Hold
the
on,
way.
move it out the way here.
All right.
Okay.
And stay
Cool.
right back there.
Okay.
Are you ready? I'm
I'm
gonna play
ready.
the beat. You can mute all of our mics as soon as like the music starts, and let's be. What the fuck? I just lost my fucking train of thought because I'm already in fucking robot mode. Let's be enamored.
Okay.
All right, everybody.
Watch the screen or why?
Yeah, you ready?
Shit.
You can mute all of the mics except for. Yeah, mute hers too. And here we go. fuck on. Hold the fuck on. Because you know I am overly hip-hop horny right now. Hold the fuck on. Did you see what I seen?
I have
Only on Unwrap, baby. Only on Unwrap. Mute those mics. Let's go.
Oh, come on, throw down.
When I tell you niggas I've been doing this shit for a long fucking time, I am not lying. You heard? You heard? I am not lying. You didn't know I had it in me, did you? You didn't know I had it in me, did you? Stop fucking playing.
Yeah.
There's no other way to describe what you do except for dope. Straight up. That's some cool shit.
Okay.
Now, if she's fucking the man, the KRA doing what the KRA does, and then her just off to the side, just losing her fucking mind.
I'm performing with the KRA.
Yes.
That's gonna be
420.
420 and ready. You see, this is why I love hip hop. This is truly why I love hip hop. I'm watching you and I'm just like, took me back. Took me back to being
That's good.
took me back to being in the moment. Like, give a fuck. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful.
That's our natural one, baby.
You heard? Do I need to say anything more?
no. There really isn't.
That's how we
This is
rap.
the reason why I bust this shit out of a robot. You already know what it is. It's on rap, baby. It's on rap, baby.
So you gotta tell everybody how they can find all your shit.
Yes, okay. So you can find me online at Gold Grrl Shy. That's GoldGrrlChi for all my music. And my online handle for the robot shit is ASFR Central.
One more can for him.
Gold Grrl Shy, GoldGrrl Shy, and ASFR Central, baby.
You already know what it is, man. There is no podcast in Chicago on the planet that can fuck with Unwrap, baby.
You missed 200 comments. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
I don't even what they going
I don't know.
They're going
I was mesmerized. I was taken back to being 16, 17.
Yo, that's
Stop
our
playing with me. I love hip hop. I love it. And that's why we so fucking dope over here.
Yes.
Unwrap, baby. Unwrap, baby. And we'll be back at it like crack addicts next Friday. If you don't tune in, you stupid. You stupid.
Where you at if you're not here?
Yeah, where you at if you're not here? If you don't, you stupid.
It's stupid.
Real shit. Real shit.
It's stupid.
So we'll be back at it like crack addicts next motherfucking Friday. You already know what it is. Gold Grrl, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks
This
for
shit has
having
been
me.
amazing.
Thank
I
you.
fucking love it. I'm going to watch it
Pleasure's
again.
mine.
And I hope to God that I don't go down a robot rabbit hole tonight.
I'm pretty sure you will.
Yeah.
Listen to Alexa all night long. Alexa, talk to me. All right? You know what it is. We'll be back next Friday. Peace, peace. Be safe.